Hello, I am so glad you could join me today. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Guys, today I am making a special dish. This is gonna be saltfish. Nothing in this world is sweeter than saltfish. Guys, who remember that song? That was the Mighty Sparrow from Trinidad that sang that song. We loved that song growing up. That was such a famous song, saltfish. Nothing sweeter than saltfish. Well, I don't know if you made the saltfish or not. I'm sorry. Okay. Today I'm making saltfish, guys. There's also something that we made with this, guys. It's just so good. Fish cakes. Have you ever had fish cakes? If you're not from the island and you never had fish cakes, you have to make some fish cakes. But with fish cakes, guys, those are something that you use, that you would make if you have a little party. I mean, just make them just for making them sick because they're so good. But they're good as a little hors d'oeuvre. If you have a party, people usually make them and just kind of snack on them. Snack. By the time you don't snack on them, you're full. You don't want anything else. But this saltfish is salted. And first thing you have to do is boil it at least a couple of times, then pour that water off to get the salt off of it. And then after I get the salt off of it, I'm gonna go ahead and make some good stuff that's gonna taste really, really yummy, okay? So I will be back. I'm gonna clean this up, and then I'm gonna be back to show you exactly what I will do. So this is my saltfish boiling here. So I'm gonna pour this water off again and put some more water. This will be my, okay. Now I am going to make a couple of fish cakes. I think I see a bone in here. Look. Yeah, a bone. Gotta be careful of those bones. I'm gonna make now some fish cakes. My shepherd's pie is in the oven. So now I'm gonna make some fish cakes. So let me get started on this. So this is, I didn't weigh it or anything, guys. I'm just estimating. This is my fish here. And I have some onions that's chopped up. I'm gonna add that there. I have a little black pepper. We're gonna put a little black pepper in there, not too much, just a little bit. Just a little garlic powder. We're gonna put a little bit of garlic powder in there. I have a little all-purpose. I think this was the all-purpose seasoning added in there just now. This is black pepper. Put a little black pepper in there, not too much. And this is some thyme, but instead of dropping the whole thyme in there, guys, I'm just gonna pull it off the stem like that. And drop that in there because I don't want the sticks in there. So I'm just gonna pull that off. Saltfish, and we're gonna drop some thyme. Thyme also will give it a good flavor, guys. And now I'm gonna put a little bit of pepper to that. Okay, guys, so when you add those things now, you're gonna need to put a little bit of pepper. So I have a little bit of pepper that's ground up. I'm not gonna put too much because I don't wanna make it too hot that some people can't enjoy it, okay? So this is the spices right here that I'm going to be adding into that. Listen, sometimes people write me, tell me you don't do this and you don't do that, but you know what? Sometimes everybody do things differently, so you know, you can add your different seasonings or whatever you want to do to give it a different flavor, and so on. Okay, so now I'm gonna add a little water to that. Let's finish up our fish cake. So I added some water to this. So next thing I'm gonna do is I have here some potatoes. This is Irish potatoes that I boil and mash, little mashed potatoes. I always add. Some people write me and say you don't add potatoes, guys. I add potatoes, okay, and it come out delicious. You don't have to add it, but I add it. I remember my grandmother used to add a little potato to hers, and hers, everybody loved her. And whenever I make these, whenever we have a gathering, they always ask me to bring this particular recipe because it's good. All right, so let me go ahead, finish it up. I add a little potato. Sometimes people add a little bit of sugar too. I'm not gonna add sugar, but sometimes you can add a little bit of sugar. I mean, you just taste it. When you add that stuff to it, taste it. See if it's right there where you want it to be. If it is, way to go. If it's not, add something else to it, okay? Now I'm gonna go ahead and taste this and tell you what it tastes like. Put a little bit in my hand. And I didn't add any salt to it. It tastes perfecto. As I said, if you want to add a little bit of sugar, you can just drop. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to do that. A little pinch of sugar, only a pinch. And put it in there, and that's it. And stir it up, stir it up. And this is how you make fish cakes, guys. Stir it up. If you ever made it before, this is how you make your fish cake. I'm going to taste against this with a little pinch of sugar in it. Perfect. Okay, now we're gonna add some flour and some baking powder to that. So I have some over here. So now I'm gonna add some flour. And this is not measurements, guys. It's just you're looking for consistency. I'm going to add a little bit of baking powder. And that's because I am good at averaging. But I know you may not be good. You might be looking for measurements. When you're making fish cake, it all goes by the consistency because... But I have a video up there, and I think I may have given measurements in the other video that I made with fish cakes. So if you want exact measurements, you may have to look at my other videos. Okay, so see, this is a little bit loose. See that? A little bit loose. So I'm gonna add a little more flour to that. You don't want it to be, I think that pepper is a little bit hot too. It's kind of burning me right now. So be careful, guys, adding pepper. You don't want it to be too stiff or too light. You need it to be just right. And I think this is just about right. Look at that, guys. See that consistency right there? Guys, I added some pepper just now. I just tasted it. It's burning. That's a little bit too hot. But anyway. See, guys? You see how that look? This is a consistently, see, you're looking for. It's not too wet and it's not too dry, okay? So let's go over to the pan, put some of these in the pan and fry it up and see what it tastes like. You get a pan and you put some oil inside of your pan and you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna drop a small spoonful in there. You can drop them as big as you want. Usually people drop them small because they're just like finger foods that you can just snack on. For events, sometimes you put a toothpick inside of it. So everybody would take one instead of putting their hand in there, they use a toothpick and take one out. And that's it, guys. Okay, guys. So now I'm gonna go in. The fish cakes has browned on one side. Oh, I'm gonna turn them so they can brown on the other side. See how hard they are, guys? They can be nice and crispy, crunchy, crunchy. Fish cakes are all done. Here they are. They look nice and yummy. And guys, I did not fry all the fish cakes because, you know, I just didn't want any more for the night. So I have just a little bit left over. So if you have a little bit of the batter left over and you don't want to fry it, instead of wasting it, you can put it in the refrigerator or you can put it in the freezer and it'll last for a little while in the freezer until you're ready to use your batter again. You just take it down, let it come to room temperature, and then you fry some more fish cakes, okay? But these is good for me for now. I just wanted you to see how I did it with that little fish cakes that little saltfish I had. It gave me a shepherd's pie, and it gave me some fish cakes. And this is how we do it in the islands, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and taste one. And as I said, if you're having a little get together, these are what people like to bring, and I'm telling you, they don't last for very long. So if you have a get together, you're gonna make lots of these because they just fly off the platter, okay? As fast as they come out the oil, they disappear. But let me go ahead and taste this. This is just right, okay? Nice and soft on the inside, crunchy on the outside. That's how you want it, okay? And these are just like poppers, just like pop the whole thing. And you can hear the crunch, you probably can hear the crunch. That's how it's crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside. Guys, that was delicious. I hope that you can go ahead and make yourself some fish cakes and see how easy that was. I had fun, and I hope you have fun making some. Guys, don't forget to share the video. Share the video just in case you know of someone who would like to be able to make fish cakes. Give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the video. If you haven't done so yet, just go ahead and subscribe. And leave me a comment. I love to read your comments. Until next time. Bye-bye.